Hello, I'm Pam Minnick, and welcome to The American Rancher. Today we're visiting with a family who knows what hard work and determination can lead to. Ackerman Distributing has been operating since 1969. In fact, when Dean Ackerman started building fences and putting up hay back then, he had little idea that this small business would someday evolve into a major distribution, construction, and custom farming operation. We'll speak with Dean and his family to find out what grew his vision into what it is today. You're watching The American Rancher. We'll be right back.
The wait is over. Superior Livestock is now offering an online store where you can buy everything Superior. From ball caps, vests, jackets, gloves, and more, Superior's online store has what you're looking for. Plenty to choose from for men and women, whether you're shopping for yourself or in need of that perfect gift. Go online today at superiorlivestock.com and click on our online store. You'll be glad you did.
If you're looking for livestock equipment, whether it be permanent or portable, call Ackerman Distributing at 1-800-726-9091. They are #1 in the nation with portable wheel corrals. Also handle portable tubs and portable alleys, double alleys, loading chutes, manual chutes, hydraulic chutes. AckermanDistributing.com. 1-800-726-9091.
The country page has a wide variety of cattle from different regions, having the ability to accommodate many of our customers. Our team is always available to assist whatever cattle needs you may have.
I like to use the country page because it gives me advantage to sell these cattle for immediate delivery.
Hard work, dedication, that's one thing that kind of sets the base for the country page.
Country Page is a great option to market your cattle. Visit with your rep today or call the office, and with a few easy steps, we'll have your cattle listed in no time.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. For more than 45 years, Dean Ackerman has been in the distribution, construction, and farming business. Branching out from building fence, Dean has focused his entire life around agriculture. Located in LaSalle, Colorado, Ackerman sells livestock equipment and farm supplies and breeds, sells, and trains performance horses. The company also offers livestock handling equipment, fencing panels, round pens, stalls, livestock scales, waterers, mowers, harrows, and other equipment.
I never even dreamed that my business would turn out being a family-owned company. When I started back years ago, I was a young kid with a dream trying to survive and work, and we just kept adding more stuff and growing. And it started in 1969. In 1974, I bought my first Bobcat. 79, I got married my pretty little bride here. It just kept growing. My nephew come to work with us and got involved, Ronnie, and my daughter Heather. They all want to be part of the family business, and it just, when you're a kid, and you just never dreamed you could have anything like that. It's a family business. Most people, when we started in business, everybody was on the big ranch and stuff, and here's a young boy that doesn't have any money that was doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I tell you, it worked out just growing into it just by survival. When we started, it didn't have much. We had an old farm tractor to dig the post holes. I could dig all the holes, line the fence out, and then the next day I would go through and set the wood posts, string the wire, and build a quarter-mile fence every day after we built the braces and dug the holes. And then we bought our first Bobcat I bought my first Bobcat in 1974. Like I was saying before, I went to the bank and wanted to borrow some money, and the banker wouldn't loan me the money. And finally he told me, he said, "You got 90 days. I'll give you 90 days, so I bought my first Bobcat. Had 90 days to pay for it, building fence. And in 1977, I started farming on my own, and the same thing happened. I didn't have a farm tractor, we were renting. I needed a farm tractor, and the banker told me, he said, "You know, I'll loan you all the money you want building fence, you proved yourself, but he said, I ain't gonna loan you any money for farm equipment." I had the very first farm tractor I ever bought, 756 International tractor. I had 90 days to pay for that tractor. It was just a kind of survival growing and farming, and that's where life was. I got an Associate of Arts degree in agriculture in JC, and so then when we married Donna, we stayed on the farm. We showed the horses. We hauled the horses everywhere. A lot of work, and that's '79. We took on our first equipment dealership, and I found out it was a lot easier right then hauling that equipment to a show and showing a squeeze chute rather than 6 studs and showing everybody. It was a lot easier, and we got pretty excited over that. And we picked up a little money in the winter when the ground was froze. We weren't beating the frost trying to build a fence, and we could still make a living. And so that's kind of how we grew it. And then we just kept taking on more equipment and more brands and more brands. And well, when Heather was 8 years old, she sold her first squeeze chute. She drugged some lady in off the aisle at stock show and talked her into buying that chute. And that lady said, "I'm buying that chute." They come back from New York and picked that chute up. But she wanted to make sure Heather got her commission. And it was quite comical. Now Melanie, she's quite a bit like Heather. She's following in the footsteps. And it's really ironic how it's worked. Ronnie, when he was just a young kid, he helped us all the time. And we were down here at stock show and working, and like we had the construction business, I'm telling you. And we had snow removal. One time it's snowing bad, and there was only one person at home to start pushing snow. And here's a young boy that got in the road grader, got it started, got it to town, started pushing snow on his own. And so it's quite an ironic deal that everybody's coming into the business and the facet of the business of the construction and farming. And so we've just grown into this. We don't have a bunch of investors. This is a family operation, no different than any family farm or ranch. We just grow and work at it.
One of the things that we're very proud of is that we've been in the livestock industry and have a professional horse business. So in the equipment that we use, we can honestly help the people that may not and are just getting into it buy some good sound advice. And when you use something, you learn really fast what is good and what isn't safe for your livestock. So we don't want to just sell equipment to people. We want them, when they need something 20 years from now, think, I want to go with Ackerman's, because we care about people. And so I think we have an advantage over some people that sell, just in the fact that it's just not something else that's in the store. We use it, and we can try and help you get what you need, not necessarily what we have the most of. And so we're proud of the fact that we use the equipment that we handle.
A dealer's responsibilities is also to set the equipment up and make sure that the equipment works for the end user, the customer. That's one thing we strive very hard to take care of. We try and protect the customer. We also try and protect the manufacturers, because when the manufacturer, we have to take care of them too. We try and do our job in the middle of it. And so that's where it comes into effect with us. With our family, is we have everybody it's a family operation. This is just like a family farm. It comes in, everybody digs in, everybody works on something. If something got missed at the factory, we work on fixing it. If a customer has trouble, we try and go to their ranch. We do ranch calls if need be. And we built a lot of stuff all over this nation. We've shipped chutes and sold equipment to 50 states. We even shipped a chute to Russia.
I do everything from ordering equipment to putting it together, delivering it, the website, catalog. I've definitely learned from the best, learning from my mom and dad. I've grown up in the business, especially like as a part of stock show. I've come down here since I was 5 years old, before I even remembered coming down here. I sold my first chute when I was 8. I had to crawl up on part of the chute to show the chute because I couldn't reach the release lever. And I love what we do. I love what I do every day. I feel like we're always trying to help people, that we're trying to solve a need for something so they can be safer for their whole family working cows on their ranch. How much Dad has loved to help people and sell equipment. He was almost exhausting to watch growing up. And it's amazing when you get older and you can't wait. And you're excited about all the things that you sell and all the things that you can offer people. We sell a lot of equipment at a really good price. And that allows people to buy more equipment so they're safer for their ranch.
The thing that's really impressed me over the last few years is how when you start and you're a young kid, a couple kids with a dream and growing, and now you see your offspring and the rest of the family digging and trying. And we have some new boys that are city boys that are working, and it's kind of a kick because they're getting the same attitude. But the main thing that impresses me more than anything else is my daughter, how she's handled and taken over the business. And I used to worry that she couldn't handle it. In the last few years, I've noticed she can. And the same thing with Ronnie. So when they start doing more than you do and better than you do, it's just real exciting to see an operation grow.
Ackerman Distributing has become known throughout the nation as a top distributor in livestock and agricultural equipment and supplies. When we return, we'll hear more on their story. Stay tuned. You're watching The American Rancher.
If you're looking for livestock equipment, whether it be permanent or portable, call Ackerman Distributing at 1-800-726-9091. They are #1 in the nation with portable wheel corrals. Also handle portable tubs and portable alleys, double alleys, loading chutes, manual chutes, hydraulic chutes. AckermanDistributing.com. 1-800-726-9091.
At 44 Farms, we believe work starts at sunup and doesn't stop until sundown. We believe in order to live off the land, you have to love and respect it. We believe that cattle aren't just raised, they're nurtured. And we believe when you do things right, with honesty and integrity, well, things like quality and consistency happen naturally. 44 Farm Steaks, responsibly raised all-natural beef.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Dean Ackerman's determination and desire to succeed made Ackerman Distributing what it is today with the help of his family. Their customers believe in their products and services.
We're Steve and Gail Felkowski from Pierce, Colorado. Our operation is called Sega Gelbvieh. We have a herd of registered Gelbvieh and balancer cattle along with some commercial cattle. We irrigated farm quite a bit of corn and alfalfa, mainly for feed for the cattle. And we dryland farm some summer fallow wheat, a dryland rotation. Our cattle operation, we run out in the dry country in native grass. We've got places that don't have any facilities, and that's the reason we like our OK Corral. It's made it to where we don't have to haul panels any longer. It made it a lot safer on the cattle and a lot safer on us both. We set our OK up in one set of corn stalks where we don't have any gathering pen or corrals. And it's just handy if you have a little problem or something, it's easy to get a cow in and you can load her or you can take care of business right there if you need to, and it's just worked real well. Yes, and we've done business with the Ackermans for quite a few years, and they're always just a phone call away. If you need something, you give Dean a call, and if he doesn't pick his phone up, you get a ring back within 5 minutes.
We're farmers, and I guess we do a little custom work over at LaSalle. This is my wife, Sherry. She farms with me. I guess we've got one of the WW Express corrals. We really like it. We moved about 7 years ago, and we didn't have facilities at that point to actually work our cattle, which we've got about 50 head of cows and calves. We bought our WW, and we have just loved it and enjoyed it ever since we've purchased it. I've known Dean for probably 35, 40 years now. Good friends with him, and we really like the service that we get from Dean. Like I say, we have purchased a lot of different pieces of equipment over the years. Our WW Corral is probably our best purchase that I've ever purchased from him. I would have to say with Dean, we get a lot of good service. If I have any problems, he's easy to get a hold of and deal with the situation right away. Really enjoy that part of it.
I'd like to show you the WW Express Corral. We have quite a few models, the Standard +3, Standard +6. This one behind me is a Standard +3. It has an option of a gooseneck on it. Any of your corrals that come will have to start with a basic bumper pull hitch, which will be removable. You also have with the corral, it will come so you could add a gooseneck at any time on this corral and tow it down the road highway speeds. It 6 foot tall, pre-galvanized, 14 gauge, 2-inch material. So they've really lasted real well. The people have had them over quite a few years. They're not rusting out much. You got a lot of man-pass gates in it. The corral itself has 20-foot panels on the big side and 14-foot on the small side. You can make an alley that you can work an alley, or you can make a sorting alley out of the corral. We also have an option, you can put a head gate on the back. This is our Sioux alley. It's an 8.5 foot. The reason I like this alley, it's very easy to adjust. It's the easiest alley on the market for an older guy like me to adjust. Just pull a pin, run it over. That's how easy it adjusts. Every alley that comes has a no back that comes with it, the 8.5 foot, same size as the chute. On the bottom plate, I don't know if you can see that, there's a plate that's put on the alleys that will accept a True Test, a Digistar, or a Gallagher 23-inch load bars to put in there, and you can make this alley into a scale. Once you make it into a scale, Sue makes a platform, and you've got a very adjustable alley that works in portable that you can make and take a scale and run around. One of the things about the alley that I really like is on this side, you can fold that down and get to your calves. You need to put Warbecks or whatever on. And then it comes clear up for your cows. That's one thing about this alley, is with the framework and stuff, it's portable. You can set it on dirt, and you don't have to set it on concrete, and it's movable. So you can set it behind your chute. One of the cheapest ways you will ever put a scale in your system. Everybody needs to weigh their cattle. When you're working cattle, if you're not dosing your cattle right or vaccinating your cattle the right weight, you're just wasting your money. With this, you can hit perfectly.
This is our Stampede hydraulic chute made by WW. It has a parallel squeeze that goes all the way from 11 inches out to 30 inches. So you can work a 300-pound calf all the way out to a 1-ton bull. I like the parallel squeeze. It's not a V-type, it doesn't take the feet out underneath the cattle. They can stand their natural stance, they can stand up in the chute, and they work a lot better in the chute from our experience. This chute also comes standard with a brisket bar. Also, this chute comes available as a double side exit, where you can put your block bar in your chute to trim and clip your cattle. It also allows great access to both sides of the animal if you need to sort into different pins.
It's showing our cattle care hydraulic chute. This is a curtain head gate that moves in and out. So it opens just as wide as the chute. This neck extender is the best one on the market. It pulls the cow straight ahead and it can't hurt anything. This is very unique. We're the only ones that have one just like this. We offer this for feedlots, for cow-calf man. This can be hooked up to your bale bed, to Bobcat tractor, 220, or have a portable gas engine on it. We make it with a swing arm that you can swing it from 4 different positions all the way around it. Also, we offer it where we put it right here stationary, which that's what I like, but it's got swing out louvers, chest rest, drop down gate so you can nurse a calf if you have to, or work on cattle. but this is our top line hydraulic cattle chute.
I guess for me, being involved with a family business is kind of unique, and it's very rewarding. We do a lot of different things. The thing that's nice about it is because we're all, I guess, got ownership in it, we have a lot of pride in it. We value the customer and doing the right thing for them and fulfilling a need for them. And so we get to meet a lot of neat people. That's probably one of the most rewarding things about doing what we do is we get to meet a lot of people from around the country and even sometimes around the world.
One of the things that I'm the most proud of is our stallion lineup. We have a own son of Hollywood Dunnett. We have the top reigning lines. We have an incredible blue stallion, blue roan stallion, Black Hawk. And from our stallions and that we offer, one of the things that is unique is in training for the last 35 years and showing, we have the opportunity to be very selective on the stallions that we handle, that they are family type horses. And so yes, they're bred to win the world in different events. They're safe and athletic, good pedigrees, but if the family members can't ride them, I feel they have no value, no matter how much money they've won. Ackerman performance horses, I'm just proud of the babies that we're putting out, the people that are breeding to our stallions. They can be assured that the disposition is there, number one, and then they need to be marketable, so we keep our stud fees reasonable and our shipping reasonable, because I want people to have an opportunity to have a good horse and be able to afford one. So I'm very proud of our stallions and the babies we offer for sale.
One thing that I'd like to say too is my parents started in business with nothing. You know, they couldn't rub two nickels together. And they talk about the days, you know, when they had to sell out farming after Carter, and they shined up everything that they had, they cleaned it all up, and they still owed the bank $600. Not only have they started from nothing, but they've started over several times after that. And they've taught me a lot, and it's nice to be a family business and operation. It's a way of life for us. You know, it's not a paycheck. And we really try and provide the best equipment for the best money that we can.
We want to thank Dean Ackerman and his family for being a part of our show today. This is an outstanding family that has offered the livestock and agricultural industries their services for many years and will continue to do so. If you'd like to learn more about Ackerman Distributing, construction, farming, and horses, please visit their website at ackermandistributing.com. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or become our friend on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. For our entire team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on The American Rancher.